Hello. In this post of Taking Back the Tube, I want to discuss the rise of Marié Digby. First of all, let's be honest, she's a beautiful, talented singer-songwriter. No one can deny that her talent is genuine. This is evident by her quick rise through YouTube fame. My gripe is everybody by now probably understands that there's a controversy surrounding the fact that she's had a record deal with Hollywood Records, a Disney-based company, for 2 years now. On her original page, where it said what label she was under, was always left blank. Time after time, people who would comment on her songs say, "You should put out a CD. Is anybody going to sign you? Have you been signed? Have you been signed?" I went back and did a little research into her various posts, and she's never once responded that I can locate directly to a comment left on any of her videos. This is a bit disheartening in that one of the joys of YouTube is the interaction between musicians or fans, and both. The play-to-play between musicians and fans and musicians is what makes the YouTube community unique. The fact that there's, as far as I can see, no replies to any of her comments makes me question whether she even reads them. Another thing is on her favorites. The basic favorites page is laid out with 9 favorites in a grid, and that's exactly how many she has. 9. No more than 9, no less than 9. Just a piece of wallpaper. I noticed that there's a couple of people that are highlighted in her favorites that have Disney connections, such as Marit Larson, another great singer talent. She used to be the member of M2M, which was prominently displayed on Disney radio and Disney specials on TV. I noticed a group AFI, whose label is Interscope, is recently merged with Disney on several projects. They've kind of taken the helm together on several projects. It just seems a little unusual that there'd be prominent Disney connections there on the favorites page as well. From the articles I've read, Disney supplied her with her Mac, with the editing software, with the intention that she would post these music videos. She never said anything yay or nay as to whether she was signed or not, but the general assumption was she was a pure amateur talent, a rare diamond in the rough rising through the mist. She did nothing to dissuade this illusion, when in fact she's nearly professional. I understand that Disney arranged the entire Carson Daly segment. She just has powerful forces behind her from the very beginning, 2 years running, and I can understand her desire to get her music out there. It's not uncommon for these record companies to sit on talent and just hold them back and strategically release them when it suits their financial whims. And I can understand her frustration, and she's even said as much, that many of her friends' albums have been stifled and cut off just because of corporate bullshit. And so I can understand her jumping at this opportunity to use the feral network to basically hear her song. I can sense her frustration. But Marié, you lied to us. You played us. You played us for fools. I, amongst many, was eager to comment on your music in that I thought it was wonderful how you had beat the odds, and how this is really going to stick it to the industry, whose nose is always on the charts and always sniffing the polls to see which way the wind is blowing and disregarding talent and craft, and how that you were sticking it to them because, look, your version of Umbrella is eclipsing the professional one that's out there by Rhiannon. And we all were just in your court, just cheering you on, saying, "Go girl, go, you're one of us, you're one of us," when in fact you were not one of us. You never were one of us. You were a signed act from the beginning, and you never did anything to dissuade us from the belief that you were nothing more than an amateur like us. No replies into the community, no connection to anybody. I like your music a lot. I think it's really wonderful. You're beautiful to look at. I may continue listening to you, but the wind is out of my sails, and I think the wind is going to be out of a lot of your fans' sails. It's disappointing, Marié. You grasped at the brass ring, you grasped it, you firmly grabbed it, it's on your finger, but now it's weighing you down. The brass ring is tarnished, and so is your image. We may never trust you again. Also, by the way, Ugly Betty? Yeah, I love that show too. She's charming. She's adorable. Maybe I could muster up a song as well. But everybody knows that's a Disney-owned show. Did they put you up to it? I'm just asking. Did they urge you, hey Marié, we understand you like this show. Why don't you write us a tune? I can see it now, how it's going to end up on the next DVD box set. This little homage to Ugly Betty by Marié. It's just sad. Marié, I feel sorry for you in the sense that what we've all desired, you had in the palm of your hand. You could have manipulated it in a different way if you simply would have been honest from the beginning, saying, listen, I'm a signed artist with Disney, Hollywood Records, but nobody is hearing my music. We would have rallied behind you and say, look, Disney, promote this rising star. Look what you have in your stable. Let her run. But you never did that. You hid behind a false mask of being one of us, an amateur, when in fact you were a signed artist performing for 2 years. I think that's all I have to say. I'm sure that your fans will attack me for being insensitive and cruel. But remember, we were all played by a lie, and the lie continues.